Everybody sing that shit.
The Grand Master, Andres Iniesta on his World Cup swansong. Can England and Spain meet in the final? Asks Andres Iniesta as he gets to his feet at the end of the interview. We've got high hopes, Andres, but maybe not quite that high. Spain's greatest ever player is laughing now, stood before a wall covered in photographs of retired internationals. He will join the Hall of Fame soon, once he's played his fourth World Cup finals. And yes, if Gareth Southgate's team top their group and Spain top theirs, then we could meet in the final. England making it to the Luzhniki Stadium on July 15 would be a superb overachievement. Spain being there would mean a glorious goodbye for one of the game's grand masters. That is certainly the farewell he has in mind. He's had enough of the tributes that have marked his last season after 22 years at Barcelona, winning 35 major honors. It's been emotional, he says. But now to the football and one last challenge. At times his departure from Barcelona has overwhelmed him. He cried on the substitutes bench after being applauded off towards the end of the Spanish Cup final. And he sat alone in an empty Camp Nou at the end of his last league game. I've played my whole life in Barcelona and saying goodbye isn't easy. You never really expect so much affection. Sat out on the grass alone after my final game. It was an intimate moment between me and that pitch where I had played so many matches. It was me saying goodbye to my home. Every corner of the Camp Nou has a memory for me, the tunnel, the showers, the locker, everything. It's brutal. One of the best stories told recently about Iniesta comes from now retired referee Eduardo Iturralde. He recalled Barcelona's famous 5-0 win over Jose Mourinho's Real Madrid and things getting out of hand as he sent Sergio Ramos off in the 90th minute. There was a tremendous free-for-all on the pitch and I try to get in amongst it, but I end up storming away from the melee and I'm shouting and cursing to myself about the players, and Iniesta is by my side and he grabs me and says, "Edu, just enjoy it." The 92nd minute. A free-for-all on the pitch, the stadium up in arms and Iniesta saying, "Don't worry about it. Enjoy." He's not made of the same stuff as everyone else. Iniesta grins at the retelling of Iturralde's anecdote. "You can enjoy the tension too, can't you?" he says. And what is more, a referee can't lose his grip. In Russia there will be no more tributes, no more adulation. Cristiano Ronaldo, no less, will be waiting for him in Spain's first game in Sochi on June 15. Iniesta is magnanimous about the Real Madrid player who he once famously shushed in a fiery Clásico, but who he also said recently deserves every one of his 5 Ballon d'Or trophies. Of an era in which his own exploits have not been enough to win a Ballon d'Or because of Lionel Messi's eternal duel to Ronaldo, Iniesta says, "I don't know if we will ever see anything like this again. It has been an incredible era, and everything I have had around me, both on my side and against me, has made me a better player. I've made the most of it. We've all made each other better." Ronaldo was still at Manchester United when Iniesta won the second of his 4 Champions League medals, against him, in 2009. "I have shared almost my entire career with some of these players," he says. "They were starting out when I was starting out. It's inevitable that the solidarity between professionals goes beyond the rivalry. Everyone finishes with their own baggage but also with their own trophies. And when you see your opponent's medals, that generates a lasting respect." He knows that for all the World Cup scripts written for him to bow out winning in Russia, there are plenty of alternative endings. Iniesta told Sportsmail that he would like to play on until he's 40 and then study to become a coach. The 34-year-old has signed for Kobe in Japan's J-League. The club already has former Germany striker Lukas Podolski and lies 6th halfway through the season. There is also talk that Fernando Torres will follow his former Spain teammate to Japan. "We've signed for the half-season that remains and 3 more, says Iniesta. "I said I want to still be playing when I'm 40. I don't know if I will make it. I would have to renew for another 3 after that. Then I will try to become a coach or something very closely related to football. I want to feel close to the pitch." Football has been my life since I was 4 or 5. It's been a fairy tale too. It could be that none of us play any more World Cups after this one, he says. This is my last one, I know that much. If that's the case for the others too, then that makes it an even more special tournament. And everyone will be out for themselves, of course. It will be great for some that Leo ends up winning it, others will want me to finish up winning it, others will be for Cristiano. It would be a wonderful way to go, but it's hard. There's a world of difference between saying wouldn't it be nice and it actually happening. He won it for Spain against Holland in 2010, scoring in extra time and leaving a picture that will go down as one of the classic World Cup images. It's the one of him celebrating by tearing his shirt off to reveal a white vest emblazoned with the black marker pen message, Donny Jark, always with us. Jark was Iniesta's best friend.